Hey girlies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Day, and I realized I've been posting videos and things on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, and I really haven't formally introduced myself. Y'all don't really know me, y'all don't really know, any background of me, how anything got started, anything, right? So I just thought I'd take the time to do a little get to know me, answer some questions. I put a poll on my Instagram, or a questions thread on my Instagram, for y'all to ask me some questions, and I wrote them down. So, girl, put me down, start getting ready, cook that dinner, prep for the week. We're good. Let's get into it. Okay, y'all. So I wrote down all the questions, or took screenshots of them, just so I could stay on track, because y'all know how I am. Once this mouth get the yapping, I'm gone. Okay. So let's just start at the top. So my name and where I'm from. So my full name is Daylin. I go by Day. It's just easier. I feel like if you call me Daylin, then you probably have known me before the age of 18. So a lot of people that call me Daylin are people I've known back home, people I've known for a long time in my life. Those are people that call me Daylin. After 18, when I got to college, Day was the new T. So I am from Northern Virginia, the DMV area. I currently live in North Carolina. I moved here because I went to the illustrious North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, and I just could not leave. So after college, I just stayed here. Do I want to stay here forever? No. Is this where I'm at right now? Absolutely. Am I loving it? Some days. But we're great. So I'm from Northern Virginia, DMV area. Grew up in the DMV area. So I was a military kid. I lived kind of any and everywhere, but Virginia is where I call home because that's where I was the longest. So what is my zodiac sign, and do I feel like it fits me? So I am an Aquarius, y'all. I am an Aquarius down. My birthday is January 26th. I don't want to hear no hate from no February Aquarius. January Aquarius are the real Aquarius. Case closed. But my birthday is January 26th, and I feel like Aquarius fits me. So everybody wants to talk about how Aquarius are just so nonchalant, and they're so detached from everything, and they don't give a fuck about anything. I feel that I am only doing those things when you put me in a position to not care, or to have to be chalant, or to be nonchalant. Not that I'm putting the blame on anybody, because I am me and I am the Aquarius queen that I am, but I have a heart of gold, I feel. So no, I don't want to just not give a fuck, and no, I don't want to be all nonchalant and acting like I don't care, because I care. But you put me in a predicament where I have to rub some dirt on it. That's just what you get. Enough said. Am I a morning person or a night owl? I feel like it depends on the week. So every week I feel like I'm a morning person. I guess every other week is if I want to be a night owl or not. But I am a morning bird, y'all. An early bird gets the worm. That is all me. I work right now 1 to 10 p.m. So in the morning, I use that time to get everything I need done out the way. So I go to the gym, I'll go cook, I'll go to the trail with me and Milo. I might go run some errands or something. The morning is my time to shine because I work at 1 o'clock. So I try to make use of my time in the morning, which is probably why I would consider myself a morning person. Because by 8, 9 o'clock, I done went to the gym, possibly went to the store, maybe went to go get some gas, took the dog out. I don't know. I be up and moving in the morning. Now at nighttime, depending on the week, I can either be up all hours of the night, or I am asleep as soon as I get home from work. There's just no in between. But for the most part, I guess I would just consider myself a morning person. If I'm feeling frisky, I'll stay up at night. I'll stay up, to see the sunrise, if that's how I'm feeling. But morning is more of my speed. I feel myself in the morning time. I have a dog. I talk about Milo all the time. I've shown y'all him a couple of times. Come here, Milo. So this is my little stinker man. This is Milo. He's such a Virgo, y'all. You think I don't care? He gets it honest. Isn't that right? So Milo is a Yorkie poo. He just turned 5 years old in September. And we locked in. Like, this my son for real. You can't tell me he ain't come out of my cooch. Isn't that right? I'm your real mommy? Or are you adopted? So I grew up an only child, but I do have a sister. I have a little sister. We are 4 years apart. What's something people would be surprised to learn about you? I think that I give decent advice. And I only say that because if you know me in real life, like, I am the goofy friend. I am like the girl la la. Like, that is my personality. You know, ask any of my friends, they're just like, you know, Day is just Day. She's just a girl. You know, like that kind of is what I give. But like when we really having deep conversations, like, I am a person, I feel like I am very good at taking myself out of the situation, or like taking the friend out of the situation, if that makes sense. So like with my friends, I'm like, do you want my friend opinion, or do you want like, this is what I would do opinion? You know, I feel like I can differentiate. Even with like relationships and stuff, I always am like, you know, do you want my girlfriend response, or do you want my homegirl response? Because I can give you both and I'll react how you need me to. Or, you know, if you need me to listen and give my commentary after, if you don't want any commentary at all, I'm with the vibes. Whatever you are feeling, that's what we're doing. But I would say that people would be shocked that I like can give decent advice, or like I'm able to talk through a situation. This one says, how do you stay confident when you're not feeling yourself? So you should always just give yourself some type of affirmation. So what I've been doing recently, especially being in my whole like healing journey and healing era and things like that, like I've always made sure to like speak at least 3 positive things into myself to like get the day going. I feel like coming into my confidence, I really have had like this whole mind switch thing. Like, I don't know what has clicked in me recently, especially like with me losing weight and like, you know, pouring back into myself and just really like focusing on me lately. I feel like the confidence that I have is just like, I'm just her. And I don't know how else to explain it. Like now I wake up and I'm like, yeah, I'm her. Even on my bad days, like, yeah, this was a shitty day, but I'm still her. I still got through today. Hello, that's an accomplishment. I made it to the end of the day. That's something to feel confident about, because, whew, life be lifing, y'all. But I feel like confidence is just something you have to, I'm not going to say fake it till you make it, but like, you got to be a little delulu. Like on your worst days, that's when you should be the most confident, because that's going to keep you going. I don't know. It just sounds crazy, but that's, at least for me, that's how I kind of get through it. Like at the end of the day, I'm still that girl. At the beginning of this day, I was that girl. I'm going to end this day being that girl. And that's just how I like to think about it. What's one thing you've healed from or currently working on? I think that I am healing from just putting myself first. Like healing in the sense of pouring into me. Like I feel that I've spent a majority of my time, and I told y'all in my last video, or in like my life update video a couple videos ago, but I just feel like I had a really tough time with like setting boundaries in relationships and friendships, at work, in life. Like I just had a problem with setting boundaries, and I feel like not setting boundaries put me in predicaments that kind of mind fucked me a little bit, and kind of like losing myself in a sense of I'm letting people do whatever or move however when it comes to me, and like it can have an effect on you. Like there's things that I would question about myself, there's, you know, things that I would just be like, I don't really know if this is something that I should be doing or something that is meant for me, or whatever the case may be. So I feel like my healing is pouring back into me, or my healing is putting me first, and getting to a point where I don't need any validation from anybody. So just being me and being my authentic self, I think is like what I'm healing, or what I've healed. So me, I guess. What season of life are you in right now? I am in the present. That is my season of life is present. That's the best way that I can put it. That's the best way that I can describe it. And I only say that because I have spent a lot of my life thinking about the next thing, like, oh, what's going to be my next apartment, or what's going to be my next job, or what's going to be my next hustle, or my next business, or my next hobby, or like everything has always been a what's next. And I've never like fully lived in the moment. So when I turned 26, I told myself, like, girl, this year we are living in the moment. Like, whatever is going on in that moment, we're going to enjoy it. We're going to take it in. We're going to just really feel all of it and feel the emotions in that moment and like sit in it. And I feel like being present has literally been the best thing that I have ever done for myself. It definitely is less stressful. I'm not worried all the time, and I'm not like looking for the next thing or like the next high. Like, you know how adrenaline junkies are like always looking for that next like hoorah rah. That's how I felt about like the next steps when it came to anything like that I was doing in life. So like this is the first apartment that I've stayed in, that I've been in for, this is going on my 3rd year. I have never lived in an apartment more than 2 years. I moved apartments every 2 years. And for what? I've been in Greensboro for almost 10 years. Why am I moving apartments every 2 years? I could have been in one place for 10 years. Nonetheless, being present is my current stage in life, and just everything that comes with being in the moment and embracing the little things and enjoying the little wins and even the big wins in that moment. Like, everything is just present. And I feel like being in that mindset and like just enjoying what is right in front of me has definitely been an eye-opener to what I have been missing out on before. Now I feel like I'm able to really reflect on things and really take a step back and kind of like think about how I was feeling in that moment and enjoy the good feelings and but like, discuss the bad feelings within myself, or like anything that I was feeling. Like I'm taking the time to really reflect and acknowledge what I've been experiencing in the present time. So being present, girl, that's where I'm at. So some of y'all were asking me about like my solo date stuff. So somebody asked, like, what's something that you've learned about slowing down and enjoying your own company? That I am a blast. Like, I have the best time with myself. Like, I am so fun. I'm really just, I feel like I'm a very adventurous, like try new things kind of person, or like a get up and do it kind of person. And I feel like being in a space where I have been, really dating just me, or like doing solo dates and doing the things that I have had on my bucket list, like I have learned that I really am just like a breath of fresh air, I feel. And not even to hype my own self up, because obviously, it took some time to get here, but I truly feel like being in my own little lane, in my own space, and like really spending time with myself has really shown me like you're really not as high strung as you thought you were. Like, you're not as like worried or as uptight as like you thought you were. Not that I thought that I was just a stickler, but I do feel like because I was always in my head about stuff or worried about the next person, it really just made me like a worrywart, or like just so concerned like all the time. I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like I have learned that I am just a blast. Like, that's just the easiest way that I can say it. I just feel like I think I'm funny. I think that I know how to really make light out of a situation. And like, I didn't necessarily, it's not that I didn't know that I was these things, but I wasn't able to enjoy these things about myself. And putting the time back into myself, I was able to like refocus and re-understand me, and like just really, get to that get. What's one self-care ritual you can't live without? Y'all know I goes dumb for my skincare routine. If I don't do anything else in the day, this skin will be cared for, okay? I have worked hard on this skin. Now, I've said before, I've never had bad skin. I mean, I sit here and cap like I used to have bad skin, but I definitely had tainted skin. Like, you could tell that I was stressed and going through things and whatever on my face. Didn't have like super bad like pimples or breakouts, but it was just like discoloration and like just things that I really had to lock in for. But my ritual, like one thing that I cannot live without, that is my self-care, is my skincare. I feel incomplete if I don't do my skincare. I feel like I'm missing something in my day. Like, buying new skincare products fills me in a way. Like, it just gives me so much joy. I don't know how to explain it, but I have to do my skincare routine if I don't do anything else. If I am like, I did nothing today, just know that skincare routine is not on that list. That is the one thing that I did today. That's one thing. So what inspired you, or what inspired my solo jar series, solo date jar? Really just my healing and my self-love journey. I was like, I knew I had like a list of things that I wanted to do, and I was like, I just want like something fun for me to do, and just something like a little activity for me that I'd enjoy. It'll be something for me that I can continue using. And I was just like on TikTok, like scrolling, and I had came across somebody who had done a solo date jar. So I was like, oh, like that's cute. So I got me some chopsticks and put like all my solo dates on chopsticks and like color coded them to, you know, home friendly or low budget or splurge or plan it out. Like, that was kind of like my thinking. So my solo date ideas that I already had for myself kind of categorized themselves. So I didn't really have to do much thinking on that. I just wrote down everything that I wanted to do, and then they went to where they needed to go. How did solo dating change the way you view yourself? Being in love with me really changed like how even I treat myself. Like, I'm such a lady, and I need to treat myself as such. And I feel like dating myself has made me be softer towards myself. So, you know, buying myself flowers, or cooking myself a meal, or not talking to myself so bad, or, you know, like just things that you do when you're in a negative headspace that are just like, you know, life is always gonna life, but at the end of the day, like, you gotta have you. So if nobody else got me, like, I have to have me. And dating myself, it's just been like, it's literally just you and the Lord. But I had to be nicer to myself, and I had to realize, like, there's a little girl that I am doing this for that would look up to me now and say, I'm so proud of her. Or like, you know, just not even to be all deep or anything, but I had to treat myself with grace, and I had to treat myself with care, because if I'm not treating myself with care, I can't expect somebody else to treat me with care. So I view myself now as a flower. A pretty little flower, just right there, standing all cute, doing what she gotta do. And that's just that. So I definitely am getting to a place of, girl, you're a flower. Okay? You're a flower. What's been your favorite solo date so far, and why? I really enjoyed when I made my at-home cocktails for myself. So I wanted to like just have a cocktail night. So I always wanted to do the girls night, where the girls all make their own drink and like you serve them and they have like their own little name, whatever. I always wanted to do that. So I did kind of that ordeal, but like by myself. And it was just fun because, you know, I had my little bartender stuff, and I went and found some recipes of cute drinks. I was able to make them cute, take cute pictures. Like, it was just cute, and it was something fun, and I genuinely had a great time. Like, you would have thought that I had a party, but I had some music going, the drinks was hitting. It was just really cute, and I think that was probably my favorite date thus far. All my dates are my fave, but that one is like, I think about that one often. Like, that one was very creative for me to do, I feel. What advice would you give someone scared to go on their first solo date? Start small. I get a lot of girlies asking me, like, on Instagram, you know, how do you build up the courage to go on solo dates? You know, I'm just so scared. I don't think that I'm comfortable enough to do that. And I always say, like, start small. I feel like when you start small, like maybe doing an at-home dinner, like cooking for yourself, having a little wine night at home, like start there, right? Once you kind of do that a couple of times and you feel a little comfortable, now you want to take it up a notch, go to a restaurant, go out to dinner. Going out to eat is my favorite thing to do by myself. If I'm, it's weekly. I love going out to dinner by myself. I get to go to the restaurant I want. I get to order the food that I want. I don't have to worry about not ordering what I want because somebody don't want to pay. Like, I don't have to think about none of that stuff. I can just get what I want, pay, and go home. But go to dinner. Go to like I would say go to like a bar, like something very casual. You know, it's loud, a lot of people, nobody's really paying attention to you. Do that a couple of times. Sit at the bar if you want, or get a table to yourself. I think sitting at the bar is less stressful when you go by yourself because there's other people that are likely there by themselves at the bar. And sometimes, y'all, when you go to the bar by yourself, you might get somebody to buy you a little drinky drink. You might meet somebody. I don't know. You know, you never know. Once you get comfortable with the casual dinners or the casual going out, now it's time to like do a little candlelit dinner or something a little bit fancier. Get into that mode. Now we move into activities. So what activity have you been wanting to do in your city? Like nothing too crazy, right? My first like out of the house solo date was candle making. I did a candle making class. Super cute, very intimate. It was literally just me and the owner of the company in there, but very cute and very intimate. So something small like that. Then once you kind of get comfortable with that, maybe go and do something in a new city nearby. Maybe, you know, spend 48 hours in that new city. I don't know. Then go to the big stuff. So the traveling, the solo travels, the out the country trips, like that kind of stuff. But really, just start small and take time with yourself and don't rush yourself. So if you are starting out, you know, with your solo dates and everything, like take your time. Nobody's solo dating you but you. So you don't have to rush. You don't have to feel like, oh, I've done too many at-home dates. Let me go and take myself out. Like this just isn't enough. Whatever you feel is enough for you and whatever is filling you in that moment, like do that. Do that. I personally, it didn't take me long to get out and do stuff by myself because I would like to say that I'm a social butterfly and social anxiety doesn't necessarily get to me that much. But, you know, it didn't take anything for me to go and do a candle making class by myself or go on a solo trip by myself. I mean, it took some leading up to. It wasn't the first thing that I wanted to do, but it definitely was quicker than what some people would probably expect. But that's the best advice that I can give. So what is your love language? So my love language that I like to receive is quality time. Like I'm a quality time girl. I love just spending time with my partner and just being with them. Like I am the type, if we just want to chill at the house and have a chill day, if you want to do what you're doing and I'm doing what I'm doing, but we can do what we're doing in the comfort of each other, that is my type of party. Okay? That is my type of party. I want to go do something this weekend, like, you know, make sure you take off work if you can. Let's go do this weekend. I got a surprise for us. Let's go on a day trip. Like that is just my tea. I just love spending time with the person that I'm with. You are wondering what I want? Quality time. We don't have to go nowhere. We can sit on the couch and stare at each other for all I care. But we'll be doing that together, you know? What I think I give out is acts of service. So I am making sure, you know, you're good to go in the morning for work, like cooking dinner for you or cooking breakfast, or I was out and I saw this and I know that you were talking about this. Like that's my thing. Like I'm always I will do before I say, which I'm working on my words. I definitely was not as reassuring in like past situations that I could have been. Not that I wasn't at all, but definitely not enough that I feel should be given to a partner. But I definitely am a acts person. Like I show my love through acts of service or like by doing things, but I am working on words of affirmation too, because everybody should hear that you still are in love with them or still love them or whatever. But quality time is what I like to receive. Acts of service is what I think that I give out. Are you more introverted or extroverted? I am an extrovert. If you can't tell. I love people. I just love meeting new people. I love talking to people. I love just the warm and fuzzy feeling that you get of just being in people's company and like just enjoying people. Now, don't get me wrong. I definitely love my space. I love being by myself. I love, you know, doing things solo, obviously, but I definitely enjoy company. Like, I am the friend. I always love to host something. Like, I'm having Friendsgiving this weekend, actually. And I just needed a reason to host something. I mean, I am going all out. Like, I'm going all out because why not, right? Like, that's my tea. So I would consider myself an extrovert. I'm sure the people in my life would consider me an extrovert. But, you know. What's my biggest pet peeve? I think my biggest pet peeve is when someone is saying they're gonna do something, but then it never comes back up. So I'm not the type of person, if you say that you want to do something for me, or you want to take me out, or you want to get me this, or let me buy this for you, whatever, money doesn't move me. Doing things for me like that, like a price kind of thing, it doesn't move me. But if you're gonna say it, I mean, okay, you said it, do it, right? I don't like when people say they're gonna do something and then it just never comes back in conversation again. Now, I'm not gonna get mad about it and I'm not gonna get irritated about it, but if you brought it up, I'm gonna remember, and I'm going to, like, I'm gonna remember that you said it. I'm not gonna bring it back up because you said it, not me. But it definitely is okay, first time, cool, I let it go. About third, fourth time, okay, like, you just like to talk. But that's probably my biggest pet peeve, is not following through. What's your dream solo travel destination? I think I want to go, like, to Italy by myself, like, just somewhere in Europe. With reason, it's still something that I'm kind of thinking about questioning, because Italy's kind of far. Europe is far to go by yourself. But I think, like, going to Europe is just my dream destination by myself. That is, like, my top. I've never been to Europe before. I've been, like, more tropical places, so, like, Dominican Republic or the Bahamas or Belize. Like, I've been to those places, and Mexico, of course, but I want to go, like, to Europe. So I would just say Europe as a grand scheme. Solo preferred, or solo yes. Doesn't have to be, but I would enjoy that. If you could move anywhere for a year, where would it be? Atlanta. Y'all, I love Atlanta. I just want to experience it one time. Like, just 1 year would actually be enough for me. I don't think I would need anything longer than a year. I mean, if I happen to get there and love it there, of course I would stay. But, like, 1 year is fine. Let me just experience Atlanta. Like, that is one place that I want to stay for a year. Why not? Judge your mammy, not me. What's one thing you're proud of yourself for lately? Sticking to the plan. I think that I used to be a person that I would try something and I would give up on it or get bored of it. And I am proud of myself this year for just sticking to the plan that I had. So, this year was pouring back into me, getting back to my fitness journey and my wellness journey. And I have stuck to both of those things. I feel like this year has been the most productive year that I've had for myself. And we're just getting started. Like, this is just the beginning of the next. So I would say just sticking to the plan, being consistent has been what I'm most proud of for myself. What is your biggest goal for your platforms in 2026? I want us to grow the girly community. There are a lot of things that I want to come from content next year, and I am not going to stop until we get there. I am super just excited to build my community and build the things that I've been starting this year, and just staying consistent with that. I think that I am learning things about myself that I didn't know I was capable of, which is just making me push more for my content journey and just the me journey that I've been on. But next year, y'all know what my goal is. I'm taking us on a brand trip. If I don't do shit else, okay? The goal is to go on a brand trip. And y'all are going to come with me because we are doing this together. So yeah, that is really the goal for me. But I am, once again, super excited to just continue for y'all to get to know me, continue for y'all to have a little glimpse into my life. And yeah, it's up from here, y'all. We are getting closer to the end of the year. Vlogmas is about to start. Your girl is stressed, but we're gonna get there, okay? We're gonna get through it. But if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know one thing about you down below. Like, let's get to know each other. I just gave you some facts. Give me some too. Like, let me know what's going on with y'all. But I look forward to seeing y'all in the next video. Bye.